Innovative.
Everybody now tuned to the ProHustle Zone with Moan, where we talk about all things pro hustle, and it's all about mastering your craft and monetize the skills. As always, the show is brought to you by Innovative Culture. Follow Innovative Culture on YouTube, Instagram, at PA Zone Podcast, Instagram, YouTube, PAZone.com. But it's all right, though. We back up in here. Got a guest today. I'm going to let my guests introduce themselves.
Hey, it's your boy Younger Lady, the real Younger Lady. I'm talking about broadcasting live. I'm in this motherfucker. I got my wifey with him. Talk to him.
Hey, what's going on? It's your girl Annie B. Yeah, the barber. You know, Chop It Up Barbershop Talk host. So if you ever want to get in contact with me, holla at your girl.
Most definitely. I appreciate them for coming. I sat down and had to grab them too, because I'm gonna say it right now. Right now, as far as couple, they out here winning. They got like at least 10 businesses on their hand. Businesses, you feel what I'm saying? 10 of them. About like something like that, they doing a little bit of everything and they doing it together. They locked in, they doing it together. So I definitely had to bring this up here, you know what I mean, and give them an exclusive up on the power trip that they on.
Appreciate that.
Most def. Let the people know what y'all do. What's y'all pro hustle?
Well, shit, I do music. We sell cars. We go to the auction and, do that. We got the dogs. We got a studio. We got clothing lines. We got a store with a store. We got some of the greatest leaves that they ever put on this earth that God made for us to come in hell. Got some of that stuff too. That's a few of the businesses right there. I'm gonna let her talk about what she do.
No, I just I have a barber salon, well, a barbershop. I make shea butter, hair oils. I'm a bartender at the same time. You know? So I just do a lot of different things that's gonna be just like creative. You know what I mean? Creative stuff. So whenever I'm in my creative mode, I think of something else to do. But majority of the time, I'm either doing locks or barber or cutting hair. Or, doing some shea butter or something like that.
She be cooking too.
Oh, yeah. I be cooking too. But I don't be trying to make that my big thing,
Why
but
not?
the food good, though.
Because a lot of people make money off of food into
Talk
this
to
world.
them.
I mean, $20 a plate.
Yes.
Church.
Absolutely.
I believe that's 5 people. That's $100.
Absolutely.
Hangarito.
I understand it. But see, I'm a realist. You know what I mean? I'm the type of person, I don't really eat everybody's food anyway. I like my food, you know what I mean? And then people like my food that are around me. But I'm a realist when it comes to, sanitation, sterilization, all that type of stuff. And I don't want to be that person where, these views, I know it's going to come with controversy anyway, but I just don't want to get into that lane at the moment because it's just it's a lot of pressure when you're doing food, because you're dealing with other people. But as far as doing hair and being able to just conversate on my podcast or, make some shea butter and sell something, that's cool right now. It's not too much pressure on me. You know what I mean?
I can see that because the conversation for you comes very natural and easy. That's why when I did your show, we had a good time when everybody tap in with Top It Up Barbershop. You feel me? It was definitely a good EP that I feel like we had. You feel me? We had a real conversation for sure.
Yeah, appreciate that.
When we did that show, that's when I realized, like, man, Young LA got a lady with a mind like that. I said, man, I know they be having some little dope ass conversation. I said, this nigga all laid back, and she kind of like assertive, but not in a way where you tend to step on his toes. It look like, you feel me? You let him be a king. You feel me? And that's one thing I really like that I see that from y'all too, that y'all work together. You know what I mean? Y'all don't step on one another's toes, and y'all continue to run things properly. You feel what I'm saying? So let's get into it. When you first started rapping, he said,
where you going with it?
When you first started rapping, let's
I just went back in my mind, Rolodex, so I'm right there now. Where you at? What's the question though?
When you first started rapping, when you first started trying to bring into this art form into life.
Oh, you saying when?
Yeah, when.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like when, then you was about to ask another question.
No. I'm going to start it off.
Okay, so this was around the time 9/11. I had a cousin that was from the East Coast. He had moved to the house, and when we was staying at
Plane crash 9/11.
Yeah, around that time.
That's a long time. I was little than the motherfucker.
Yeah, for sure.
I was little than
Hell yeah. So that's when I first started. You know how niggas been doing music for a long time. I had been doing music type shit. So one of my cousins came out here from back then who was writing in the pad type shit. And I just kept hopping down during the night, telling him shit to add to it when he was spitting it. And he started liking it, writing every time I was telling him what to do. And then I told him one day he told me to just start writing in the pad. And then I started writing, and then when I went to Long Beach, was hooping one day, and when the game was over, everybody started rapping, and one of the homies I told I should be writing and shit, he told, hey, this nigga know how to rap.
Somebody threw
and
you
I'm
in
like,
the fire.
Damn. But ever since the time I spit that time, though, they went crazy, so I just been going crazy ever since.
Most definitely. So just to jump around real quick, fast forward to right now. Who, with him putting you on, right, and doing that, and we fast forward to right now, I really want that. I want to start asking a lot of artists this. What do you feel like you got to do to really kick that door down in the rap game? Because sometimes I know there's a lot of people, sometimes they could be missing this, missing that, or maybe it could be a team. Maybe they got to get, with some other bigger people. You feel what I'm saying as far as like label or anything like that? Because you out here independent,
just staying
correct?
consistent, man. They see you. You feel me? Especially from the angle I come in, a lot of people be watching me and trying to borrow some of my moves without asking.
I was just going to ask you that.
So it's definitely the opposite, though. So
I was just going to ask you
You just got to stay consistent and keep pressing, man. It's like a graph when you going up, and then when you stop, it go back down, and then you go up and go down. So you got to keep going up and up and up, So they watching, they waiting for the right shit. You know how you looking from the outside, you saying, I didn't know he had this and all. No. So some people just see me, he just smoke a lot. Or some people say he work a lot. Or some people see me as he just be rap. Everybody see me for different shit.
Angles,
so
definitely.
When you sit down and talk to me, then you get to put the whole perspective together.
It's funny that you say that because my first time actually seeing you across the internet for the second time just independently before I even got with Cam, I think I seen you on this rolling page. And it was putting backwoods up in the freezer and shit. And I'm like,
we started that page. That was actually our shit.
And I'm looking at this, looking at all the blunts and shit. I'm like, God damn, like.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like we innovated a lot of stuff with the weed shit. How people smoke, how much they smoke in the blunt, how often they smoke, what type of weed they smoke. We like the type of people that be telling them what to do, like an influencer. So. Ever since when I start rolling the woods, I put them in when I'm finishing. I do the video like that. So when people kind of start doing it, it just went on where it's like it was bigger than me. So I stopped trying to say, I already know that they're gonna take it. So now we just doing it for everybody.
No, hell no, so, y'all gotta tag my nigga.
So yeah, with that being said, with Instagram changes, it's hard. It's heavy on smoking weed now. So that page we kind of switched it. We working in it, doing something else with it. But it was called the Good Wood Challenge.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I had found that.
It was all the way to New. Like I got fans from New York just from the wood. Then they tap in and see the music. Like, damn, you dope as a motherfucker too. And it's like, yeah, and I can smoke more than you. So any nigga, that's a challenge to anybody who thinks they can smoke. I really do this in real life, not in fake life.
No, you definitely do.
Facts.
You definitely do. He be rolling some fat ass blunts. Fat ass, but I see you up on stage. You had about 3 or 4 of the motherfuckers in your mouth at one time. No cap. Pause.
Yeah. No, I smoke a lot. So when I know people expecting something crazy to happen just with the weed, like I could always walk out and smoke where I could enjoy it. This what I do. So when I come out and I pass it to every side of the stage, so now when I'm performing, I'm smoking a fat wood. If you never smoked one, you smoking one now. So
most
now
definitely.
You get to experience that while you experience the show at the same time. You know
most
what I mean?
Definitely, so most definitely.
In the certain clubs I be trying to get now, I be having to make sure that we can smoke because I didn't have where some of the biggest people that's in the weed game right now living then came and they didn't try to kick you out for smoking type shit. So it's just that's part of the experience with me. We really smoke. So I just be wanting to let people who ain't never, who ain't never smoked a half an ounce in the blunt or something, going to get the experience, man. That's regular for us though.
Most definitely. So as far as rap, right? Let me ask you this, because a lot of people do this shit for different reasons. You feel me? Some niggas do it because they enjoy the art form. Some people want the art form with the fame. Some people want the art form fame plus the dollars. You feel me? Is there a cap on, like, what do you say that I'm fine with this right here and still doing my art A, B, C, D? Because a lot of the time we judge success off of the way another man's success is and how high he took it, without understanding that sometimes our shit is at different levels. Because I have to do that with myself sometimes too. Get to doing things to be looking like, I ain't him.
So
what the fuck am I?
It's the whole point of that is that you're supposed to be competing with the best, but you still got to have a reality check to know what area you in, to know where you really fall at. It's the difference between worth and value. You know what I mean? Some people value themselves as 100 million, but when you ask a nigga what he worth, he might be worth a couple nickels. So he could turn that 100 billion and manifest it for real because he was really walking around thinking that, or he could just be hot-headed and everybody know he ain't nothing and he just be fluffing it. So the whole point is to stay up there, aiming up there with them, because you don't want to be competing with the people that ain't. You need to be aiming up there, competing with them, but at the same time, whenever you fall back and you look back at what you've accomplished, you ain't supposed to be like, well, damn, I didn't get 2 million views like $1 million worth of game did, but you just got to be happy with the 100,000.
I did that. That's what it is. I did pressing. Fuck what they talking about.
So even like on my girl, they did 100 episodes, and you got to think we started this podcast when they first started. Even the thought of having innovative culture, it was just, hey, we fit to start a podcast. I'm already, I got people, we could get it going. My girl wanted, and we got it cracking like that. So it was just one of those type of things. That's my big dog. Shout out to my nigga G Ride. He out there talking shit. He'll pop out there and say something crazy if I answer the phone. But it's just it's one of those type of things, man. You want to aim for the motherfucking stars and settle for where in the galaxy where you land at, man. But
most definitely.
Like I said, I just know my place is way high up in the game, so they ain't gonna give it to me, especially when you don't attach yourself to these
other people.
So when if I go viral, who gonna eat?
I know what you mean.
You get what I'm saying? When you attaching this 15% to you or whatever they got wiggled in your play, when you go viral, everybody eats, so it's happy. We're going to help you go viral. When you doing the viral shit and they know if they post that motherfucker, it's going to go crazy. You got to be a good nigga to just post it and let the love go. Because if you really, like some of these records, a lot of people don't know, like the DJs who be spinning them, they have a percentage on your record and points on your shit. So when they spinning the shit out of the record, they eating too. So that's the reason why they spinning it like that. It don't just be like, oh, this love. We going to just press play on you. Negative. It be, I got an artist, he dope. And then you like, no, this is real dope. You just seen this nigga pull up here. He got his own did this.
Definitely.
He got that.
Running it by himself vertically.
This nigga like, oh yeah, we can't let that get out there. Because if they see you could do that, then what you gonna? Yeah, you shoveling shit now.
Definitely.
You was shoveling snow a little while ago in Alaska. They need you. They calling you when they figure out you shoveling shit. Yeah, they don't want to talk about it. So yeah, I'm talking about on the highest level though. We ain't talking about on no and like rapper around the corner shit. These niggas know what's up.
Definitely.
That's a fact.
So we go switch base to the podcast real quick because we talked about that. You bring that up real quick. Let this flow. We gonna move over to your lady real quick. So,
that's right.
So
beautiful segue.
Give it up.
For real.
You feel what I'm saying? So Annie, with the podcast, right? I want to tell you that you do a great job on your questions. There's a lot of things I pick up from you, and I had to add to my package. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
It was some things I picked up for you. Do you feel like the conversation for you just come just natural? Like, do you feel like earlier on when you was growing up that this is easy? You feel what I'm saying? I could conversate and I could make it interesting. I'm a good storyteller. I could do this. I could do that. Like, talk about how you manifest the podcast and how you make sure it keep on running.
Absolutely. That's funny. When I was a kid, it was easy for me. I was a manipulative ass little kid. Get what I'm saying? I was into something happened to me when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? And that person was manipulating me as an adult. So that became part of my makeup. You see what I'm saying? It's like this person is manipulating me in a different way that I'm not okay with. And then it gets to a point where I learned how to manipulate people. So it was easy to get my way on certain things. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. As far as learning how to manipulate. But as far as when I got older, I didn't like the fact of manipulating people. You know, it's not a good thing to do, and it's not godlike.
Accountability.
Yeah, you start taking. So and that's the thing. So when you get older, you start to think a little bit different. You see what I'm saying? So when you're a kid, you may this is the way to get away with something, and then when you get older, you start seeing that this is fuck shit. You feel what I'm saying?
I know
and
what
it's
you
not
mean.
okay to do that, and you don't want to be that type of person. So you can either choose which way. So conversation was easy. You know what I mean? So it could because I had a little insertive of experience that I've already So when I feel like because I was young and I experienced that situation, it was more like I wasn't an adult, but it made me think a little bit more. You get what I'm saying? I could stay afloat to
aware
and so I can be and to protect myself. You see what I'm saying?
No, most
so
definitely.
being able to do that is more like if I can trick you in this conversation or act like I'm okay with this or do that or whatever, and
Playing
I start
the game.
Yeah, once I start really playing the game, I start seeing like, okay, it's really just about what you know what I mean? So I start learning a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying, and starting to take away what was wrong, you know what I mean, and start to use that as something for somebody else. So that's how easy it was. So I could take my experience and then have a conversation
Share it with someone else.
Yeah, and then because
I know exactly where you're going with that.
Exactly. So because I can take my experience and have a conversation with somebody, it's like I'm not shy to open up because I've already dealt with it. Some people haven't dealt with their traumas or some things like that. So from that point, because I've dealt with it already, it's not a problem to me.
You don't have no inferiority to yourself because you dealt with the bullshit about yourself. You accepted the flaws that come
exactly.
with it.
So whatever question a person is coming to ask me, I'm like, throw it at me.
Answer
Whatever
for it.
you want to
Right,
do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid of, what anybody's thinking of me. You see what I'm saying? You can
I'm kinda
learn
like that
from
as
that.
well. No cap.
Either you can learn from me or don't like me. You see what I'm saying? And majority of the time, it's not the fact that you're not gonna like me. You're gonna say, "Damn, I don't." You're gonna be envious of me, and that's your thing of thinking you don't like me. You just don't like the fact that you can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. As freely as you do it. I know
exactly.
what you mean.
So it's like people, you want to get to know me, they know what's up. You feel me? Because it's easy for me.
A lot of people do things with expecting a certain light, and when they don't get that, then they feel belittled or anything like that. But some people could do that and get that little light or a highlight, and they still, this me.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Don't matter. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. It is so funny because I can say, sometimes I can walk in a room and the energy change because they're like, damn, there she go. You know what I'm saying? But it's not the fact that I'm here. It's just the fact that you can't be insecure when I walk in the room. You should hold your bag right. You feel what I'm saying? Learn to hold your shit up. You feel what I'm saying? Because through the traumatizing experiences I went through, I had to hold my fucking chin up. Nobody would know what I was going through.
And then reflect and correct yourself.
Facts. Then because at that point when I was going through that, I was an angry child or an angry person. You know what I'm saying? So everybody viewed me as she always angry or she wants to argue. But I learned how not to be so combative, when it comes to...
Was that something LA helped you with?
To be honest with you, I think
because he got to have some type of poisonous about himself in order to deal with an assertive woman like that as well, though, without it being like an issue every time.
To be honest, is with me and him, it's a different.
Look at him trying to get players.
Me and him, it's a different thing because
shit, man.
We have those conversations, but we don't have those conversations where he's telling me like you know how men and women have conversations and they're like, baby, you should just slow down on this and you that. We don't have those conversations. It's more combative with us. But outside, I use what we go through because he's telling to me like it is. You feel what I'm saying? He's not giving it to me like, oh baby, it's
sugar coated. Nah. Shit, yeah.
So and the reality of it is, he helped me too, because it's me checking myself after what he said, and it's like, damn, you supposed to be on my side, but he's like, there's no side.
It's right or wrong.
Yeah, and I say, and it's like, why am I battling you? So it's really me understanding that when I battle him like that, it's easy to go outside, and when somebody says something, I understand like, oh, it's nothing.
That's somebody with leadership qualities though.
Facts.
Because that's one thing I'm not trying to put myself right there, but I definitely fuck with those principles. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's not about taking nobody's side. It's about right and wrong. When we really trying to get better at getting better at yourself, whether I don't care who you arguing with. You feel me? We could hold it down for a minute while we right here, but at the end of the day, nigga, we got to talk about if you put is this a right and wrong situation,
Right.
what's going on, bro? Because you fucked up and you just had us go do A, B, C, D because
Exactly.
you fucking up, bro. That's not the type of karmic debt I'm trying to get into. You feel what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
And so with you saying that, that's how I used to be. To where I got like me and my best friends, you know what I'm saying? If you get into it, I'm on you. Like I'm not even asking you no questions. What's happening? You feel me? You hurt her feelings, you know. I was like the more Joan of Arc type of
Protective.
person, protecting and shit. You feel what I'm saying? So it was more like I didn't like bullies, you know what I'm saying? Because I was being bullied. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So from that point, it was more people think that I'm an aggressor or somebody who's trying to do that. But I didn't like nobody who would try to bully a person and they can't get down like that. They don't even. That's not even their makeup.
Yeah, it's not fair.
Yeah, and then it's so funny because it's like I think I have a gift of excuse him. I think I have a gift of discernment.
Backwood full of that pressure.
Right. Excuse me. I think I have a gift of discernment because I feel like when I walk up into somebody's area and I can feel the energy before I get there, and I know when it's off. But me, sometimes I don't put that.
What's
in
your
the
sun
air.
sign?
I don't know my sun sign.
When your birthday?
But I'm an Aries though.
Oh, okay.
I'm
That's
April 3rd.
That's your sun sign.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, my bad. I'm saying like I thought you were saying sun, moon. You know what I'm saying? Because you
Nah,
can
nah, I ain't
be.
go,
I can go deep like that with you, but
Yeah,
I haven't gotten that deep
I be
yet.
up on that too. I be up
Okay.
on my chart like that as well.
Okay,
No, no
okay.
cap. I be
So
up on
yeah,
my chart
excuse
like
me
that.
about that because definitely Aries. So it's just like we kids in a zodiac sign, but we very serious, we cool, all that type of stuff. But I can see and feel before I walk in the room, and even when I walk in the room and I see it, I be like, I'm the type of person I'm too direct. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. And I don't like
Beating around the bush.
no, I don't. And I know how I haven't mastered how to approach somebody with a weak spirit because it's not going to come off like I'm your friend. You know what I mean? It's going to come off assertive. I'm very, hey, listen, I understand what's going on, but check this out. You see what I'm saying? And it's like very direct. And they're going to be like, I either don't like that bitch no more, or
You just sometimes gotta let them know when you said though that it ain't no hard feelings.
No
I'm
hard
not,
feelings,
I'm not
yeah.
tripping. I'm just letting you know what it is. I'm gonna still fuck with you in A,
Yeah.
B, C, D.
Yeah.
I have my moments where that happened with me where I could say things and be short with people. And based on my voice and how I get to talking, when I get into a certain mode, they be like, "This nigga really could be tripping," but it's like,
no,
I'm
I
not
feel
even
like you
saying
should
it
know.
That. You
I
feel
feel
what
like
I'm saying? I am sometimes, but at the same time, bro, respectfully though, you feel me?
Right.
This shit could be cool though, too though. You feel what I'm saying?
Because I'm too old to get into I'm too old to get into altercations with people. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna go to jail. Okay. You know, in my spirit, I know it.
All right, we're going to switch this real quick. We're going to switch this.
You know? So from that point, I say it is what it is. But he does help me a lot when it comes down to communicating. It's easy for me.
No, that's great. That's dope. You know what I mean? Got to be a hand-to-hand relationship with y'all,
Yeah,
too.
see,
You
it's
feel me?
different with
Balance
me.
it out.
I'm Young LA, so I know it sounds like a rap name and all that, but it ain't. So, say if I get mad or do something different, like a lot of people is going to want to do something different. So, say if I have a problem with a person, like I might not even get to run into the person. Like it's a lot of people in this that might run into them first. So I don't try to have a problem with people. I try to keep it A1K. So when you have a problem with me, you turned it on. You're never going to see me turn it on because I know turning on what
You trying to keep it gentleman-like.
And that's funny. You see how he is? That's really funny because I'm the
Trying to
total.
keep it gentleman-like.
I'm the total opposite. I'm telling you this from my mouth, so you won't run into
What's
somebody.
your sun sign?
I'm from
Well,
Scorpio.
Yeah, I forgot. We just
Yeah, he's a
we just did
Scorpio.
your birthday.
Yeah, Scorpio.
But I'm saying we're
That's
totally
the first
different.
though.
You
That's
see
the
how
first,
he
though.
is.
A lot of Scorpios I know tend to be want to be aggressive and very
No,
assertive.
he's not like that.
Nah, I don't know. Like I'm
But
from
you know, it
November. I
varies.
don't know if
Depends
it's
upon.
what.
I know some November. My
Yeah.
brother November Scorpio. My sister November. My cousin.
Yeah.
I got like.
No, they different.
Ten
Most time I
They
swear
different.
they more like a strategic, like, yeah, we ain't gonna get into no yelling match. You're not about to go back and forth with me on Instagram. All the stuff that you think in your head that you gonna do with somebody.
That's also a sign of
and-
maturity, though.
And that's
You
what
feel
I
I'm
think a
saying?
lot of
Absolutely.
people, like, it been times where, man, I know right now you say something crazy to me that something happened to you. But you could say something crazy and I'll be like, no, it's all good. And then you'll be thinking, you did your thing, but in reality, this whole thing will fall on your head. We gonna go home, and it'll be like nothing ever happened.
And see,
But
I
I
do
be
the
telling people
opposite.
like, "Are you cool, bro? You hard, like you know." In the city of Los Angeles, being a rapper and trying to be hard, it's not a fun job. You got a lot of work to do. So I
Yeah.
like to be fun.
Got a lot of
And
looking
I
over
get
your
to
shoulder.
see-
You got to do too, because
Yeah.
the niggas gonna come and check up.
I know you gotta look
Facts.
over your shoulder already.
Yeah,
So now when you put that extra, you on people list now. That's what you're doing. Like if I see you, you know, oh, what's up, man? You know, I never heard of you, never, you know, you cool, nice to meet you, and it's cool. Now you say, oh, I heard this one dude, and you didn't heard, yeah, whenever you meet him, it could be in an awkward situation. You be like, oh, what's up with you, dude? And now that's totally different, you know. And this city is very big, but it's very small, too.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's absolutely true, though. But like I was saying, I'm opposite of what he's doing. I'm gonna come at you and say, hey, listen, let me tell you this first, because if you run into somebody else, they might beat your ass. I'm not gonna whoop your ass. I'm just gonna come at you with these words
I'm gonna let you do
that
what you do.
think.
I'm gonna let you feel like whoever
I'm not
you
gonna
wanna
let
be.
you. I'm not.
You know,
Go big.
Yeah.
let you be who you be. You know, I like people to grow
Yeah,
up and
don't
be
do
whoever
that.
they want to be. If you want to drop off
I
the
try to
diving
save
board,
you. I try to save you. You know what I'm saying? I
jump
try to
off the
give you a
diving
warning.
board, bro.
Definitely,
Go ahead.
definitely.
But I just know you made your decision. Now you get to be a grown up and do, and that's what my homies do. You hard and you want to do it, boom. But now they coming and they
You
looking
gotta
for
deal.
me.
You gotta make
Hey,
your bed. You go lay in
I'm
it.
talking
For
about
sure.
how much money you got to go on the run for how long. When you start thinking, you got to start. So I say something like that, and then they get to thinking like, oh yeah, and I was. Yeah, because I think like that in real life. So.
That's what it's gonna go to
You ain't on
towards
that,
the
you
end of it.
don't
You ain't
do
lying.
that.
That's what it's gonna go to towards the end of it. But
Yeah.
let's move topics real quick. So we gonna get up into this marijuana.
Church.
You feel what I'm saying? You said up there up on the stage, people don't know when they smoking Zaza.
Right.
It's really code for exotic. And when you said that, I said,
You never
because
knew.
everybody. No, I did.
Okay,
but
say
it
that.
did slip my mind when you had said that, because I said, I be hearing so many niggas. He not lying, because so many niggas come to you. I'm on that Za. I'm on that King Lou. I know I got that OG.
That's me. An OG smoker
Okay.
all
So
the
now
way.
with
all
the
way.
OG, what does OG stand for?
If
Ocean
I'm not
Grown.
yeah, I was about to say, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken, a young lady, I was about to say something else, but a young lady put me up on game upon that when I didn't even know that. I went into a taxation shop, and they was getting to some knowledge up in there upon what was going on, and she was up there giving me some game, and I told that to somebody else told me that I was wrong for saying that. You feel me? That it's not ocean grown, it's what did they say? It was something else.
Yeah, you can't
Organic,
even remember.
the organic grains or some shit, some bullshit like that.
Original.
Grain, something.
It
That's
wasn't
what a
no
lot of
original.
people
It wasn't no original shit like
But
how they
the
talking
OG Ocean Grown is the reason why LA is only. I mean, why certain strands is only in LA, because they need the ocean to be in the wind and the air when it's growing.
Pacific
So
breeze.
you could take that same weed and go to Arizona, and it's gonna be what? Arizona. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They
I
getting
got
the
you.
same
I
seeds
got
and
you.
all
It's the
that.
same soil.
But it's a different climate. If you grew up in Arizona, would you be the same person?
No,
whole
shit,
new
because
person.
we don't do
Whole
the same
different-
shit. It's a
Absolutely.
whole different environment.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
So that's exactly what the marijuana. It's
So
the same play.
what strands do you feel like? Give me your best strands. Y'all best strands. You feel me? I don't know
Well-
if y'all like the same type of weed.
I don't like
Yeah,
the same
see,
thing he like.
I smoke.
No.
I smoke a lot of weed, so I don't have no best strand because I smoke like we gonna smoke.
What's something that you know, like consistency? I like.
Oh, well.
I like to tell people my best shit
Well,
is
see, the
consistent.
shit
When I
that
know I'm
y'all
gonna get
smoking,
this, it's
that's
gonna
the
be-
shit that I smoke. See, I got shit like this, Ruffles. I got Cheetos. We smoking on Rodeo Drive. We smoking Jolly Rancher. We smoking Tropical.
Oh, you like the
Cherry.
flavors?
Yeah, no, we got OG. We got Oreos.
Let me
we
hit
got,
that one time too.
Oh man, get in there, man. I mean, to me, it's just more. I smoke a lot of lemon cherry, runts, Obama, like every
I like
flavor.
mixing the runts with the OG. I like mixing exotic with the OG low key. That low key
telling you.
provide like the OG seem like it like it grabbed the throat just a little bit. Pause.
just-
you know what I mean? And then
It's just
exotic
I
give it
smoke
that
so much.
smoothness.
It's just
Look,
depending on.
look, no pause. I
It
like
is-
to grab the throat. I like it.
She with the hit me in the yeah. So I like to. I smoke
Okay.
different. So say if I might be smoking that. Look. So let's say like this. See, I smoke so much. So say if I'm smoking at 4 a.m, right? Everybody sleep. Now I'm gonna smoke something that ain't gonna have me coughing. So try to smoke some OG and everybody sleep. You fit to wake the whole house up. Like,
Definitely
I
get it
so
hard.
you got to smoke
Definitely.
something smooth, man. So they say I'm in the studio. I don't write. I just be smoking while I'm thinking and recording. So
I see
need
you
to
got
smoke.
different what you
Smooth.
need for different occasions.
Yeah.
You feel me? I tried to
So
do that one day.
Say if
before in
I'm
college,
smoking
and I
with
couldn't
somebody
do it.
like
You can
Tony,
do it.
say I'm smoking with somebody like Tony Grams and he'll pass out. I'm gonna hit him with the soft pack. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna take him to the soft pack. You know, the shit that's kind of a smoother. So it's a different type of weed. Now when you only got one weed, you only can do one trick. It's a one shot kill. It don't matter what. So that's what I'm saying. So like, I'm gonna take this, and now I'm with my girl. I know what she smoked. I'm gonna grab that for her because that's her whole play. So it's just like that. I could be if you got one weed and your girl don't like it, guess what? Hey baby, this.
I try to get a little mixture of both, but me, I throw them up in the pot and just boom.
Yeah,
I got the Scottie Pippen with the Gary Payton, and then I got the runts, and then boom, just just as much as that. I got a bunch of OG right here too, but I could tell the difference a little bit when I'm looking at it. Most of the time, for sure. With the OG. I know
weed like homies. Like I could tell y'all apart. I could tell the weed apart. No names, bags, 20 bags right here. I'll tell you which one. That's the Bob. It's the Bob. That's the Bob. It's the Bob. Oh, that one smoke. This one is because I'm used.
That one's smooth. It ain't give me no cough. Sometimes I know what you mean though. You don't want no cough. But see, this
the difference between how I roll it and how she roll it. When she'll roll this same weed, and it's gonna be a whole different type of smoke.
Where you going with it, Annie? Where you going with it? What you?
OG all day. I go to OG all day. I like
any type of OG.
Like Gorilla Glue No. 4. I like the
She want that heavy shit.
The heavy shit.
I like heavy too though.
Yeah,
I like heavy.
Cause I don't play with weed. Why am I sitting here playing with this? I need to get high.
But I don't like heavy sativa. Sometimes that shit be having me. And I'm about to take a nap.
We don't ever. It's a
sativa's
hybrid.
good.
It go 50-50, but more leaning.
Look, I say I don't like sativa, but sativa's okay. In a certain situation.
But like I said, certain people, you're not about to have like I smoke with grandmas and grandpas. I smoke with people elder, like not like just homies. It be people they come in here. We rolling
like
joints.
Real connoisseurs.
Yeah,
taste that.
Man,
what you think about this?
Every day.
If I smoke with your grandma, she gonna hit a hard OG blood. It is gonna be like, can she handle this shit?
You gotta ask Cam. Let's put Cam in there. Let Cam tell you what it's like to. Yeah, what's this like, man?
To smokes for real. He been there.
Yeah, it goes down. You're not gonna stop. It's like you're not gonna stop until you leave. So you got to make it a point to get up and leave when you know you about to pass your limit.
Talking about when LA?
Yeah.
My limit would be pretty early, but I sit up in there and hot box with you and keep conversating.
Some people
that's only gonna last so long until you pass out, and then your whole day gone.
I'm trying to tell you, like
I'm gonna come fuck with you on the vlog one day. I'm gonna start video logging. I'm gonna pull up
anytime.
I'm gonna pull up and we go let that
talking
motherfucker
about
roll.
How he fainted, like that ain't even nothing regular. Like that's regular. Like that's why my sister a nurse. Like hey, Misha, come here and come.
Look, shit. Oh no, not even.
Plenty of times. I'm talking
Leave
about.
her alone.
I didn't went to the hospital.
The oxygen. You try to get her breathing treatment?
No, I'm talking about niggas in the ER. We didn't really drove niggas to the ER and let their baby mama
because they couldn't keep up.
They couldn't.
I would have tapped. I'm not gonna be playing with the weed like that.
But some people aren't smart enough to tap. Some people don't know their limits.
As soon as I start doing this,
and some people don't know you have to stay hydrated when you're.
I'm talking about.
Let me say this right quick. When you're smoking, please stay hydrated. Make sure you have some water. You get what I'm saying?
You gotta take
it's like it doesn't even make any sense for you to sit around here all day long.
Yeah,
I'm talking about. Even come to someone else's house that you know they're gonna smoke a lot, and you didn't go to the store before you came. Yeah,
niggas didn't came over there.
A lot of people come unprepared too.
Yeah, absolutely. That's let you know about their lifestyle.
You know what I mean?
Bro,
tell you about their lifestyle.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like,
tell you about their life. You don't even think before you do.
When niggas come through, they getting like I'm fit to go eat. I'm gonna drink some water. I'm
gonna go with some snacks. I'm gonna have like a little survival kit. Yeah. So I know that I can hang out and I can kick it.
Nigga don't get malnourished.
You can't come raw.
Sometimes we be like. Sometimes he gets to a asshole spirit. Sometimes.
LA.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm not buying no water. I'm gonna see how many niggas come with some water for themselves, and it gets to a point where you see.
I fuck with that though.
You do. They know they coming to smoke. They know they're gonna come chill.
You gotta take accountability for yourself
for
though,
real.
Because
if you pass out in my house,
see the accountability that you taking, I respect it because it's on your level. Now the accountability you gotta take when we got a barbershop, a clothing store, and a studio connected. When I bring a pack of waters, that's not like it ain't about to last a day. So I don't care if I bring 30 pack. Let me get a water. 30 waters gone. In your head, you've never bought 30 waters a day. So when I have to tell you, like, hey, bro, if you're not gonna drink the whole water, I start sounding like the man that you never
like an uncle or somebody mama.
Absolutely.
Hey, you better put your name on it.
But
absolutely.
Use that same cup. There's no rules in here though. So when you walk in, you get to be you.
Definitely.
It'll take you to. drink it the next time, and then I see you ain't drinking because
I'm
I
like
got
that
a
as
dog.
well.
I take the water and pour this. I'm gonna make sure we gonna make it work. Because even if we don't eat,
but don't get willy nilly with my shit, bro.
no, because this shit. I turn it on and turn it off. Like I just said, the off button is way better than the on button. Like it's just, I don't know how to explain it. Like I'm not trying to be too cool, but the on button is way cooler. When it turn off now, you fuck
He's
around
a
and pass
total
out
ass.
now.
I don't know. I think it's the shadow side. You
What
know
you
what I
mean?
mean? When it comes down to astrology, you know what I'm saying? When you look at your shadow,
Yeah,
man,
see the other
it's
side
just
of me
so
ain't.
different.
You will be like, damn, this.
He gets to turning up.
Yeah,
Well, he's
nah,
not
I
a
ain't-
turn up artist. He's a silent, like they're like a Scorpio.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, nah, you gonna be like, oh, then
It's a
this nigga-
silent hit.
It's really
It's a silent
I
hit.
don't like lumping zodiac signs together sometimes because after the knowledge I got when I understand that people gonna have different moons, so that means he gonna respond different than this than this one, and then
But
take
he's
that different.
absolutely the whole. He's hitting. It's a silent hit. You don't expect it, you know. And then this is what it is because it's just like the 48 Laws of Power when you read the book. You know what I'm saying? You know, keep your enemies
I know
low,
what you mean. I know
know?
what you mean because sometimes a lot of people not even expecting a lot of quiet people to even be
Nah, yeah,
you
yeah.
feel what I'm saying? Sometimes with being quiet, you understand. I don't got to do too much, bro. Like it's just when it's time for it, it's time for it. Other than
Right.
that, though, you know what I mean.
You
It
making
ain't there.
yourself the target.
Right.
You gotta really just think that. You just don't know that I know how to really shoot good. That's what you don't realize.
That's like Keenan Peele. I don't know if was it
That's
Keenan
the
Peele
only
or was it Cat Williams? One of them said, "You better leave Jeffrey alone in the corner because Jeffrey the one's always shooting the school up. You don't mess with people.
So, yeah, like
with,
Observant.
Yeah,
quiet, 'cause
observant.
Most people that's
leaving
quiet is
people alone.
observant. They
So
analyze.
living in LA,
Leave him alone.
I probably moved like 25 times and still was in LA the whole time. So I done lived all through this motherfucker. So my vibe is different than everybody's vibe. Like I've known people from how they act. This nigga from like, you know, I know a lot of people. It's just like, I ain't got nothing to really prove. We just came from a long day of work. You know, we might be up for 2 days. So by the time we come do this is cool. Then we got shit to go right back to. So it's like sometimes I might even been up for 2 days.
Most definitely.
Sometimes I've been smoking. You know, I know if you smoking, you pass out. What if I smoke like this every day? This ain't so. Sometimes just be cooler. Sometimes I mean, my thing that I tell people since I'm young LA is like a certain mood that they want to see me in. So it's like if I come and I'm not in that mood, they like, damn, what's wrong with him? But the thing is, you don't even know if people pass away in my family and stuff. Like,
right.
you don't know what I be dealing with because I could come and still be the, you know, show up and be the same person. But as far as just being the super young LA person all the time is just that throw people off.
Most definitely.
You be going through stuff. You just don't know it. Some people come in this motherfucker crying. You like, damn, what's up with the homie? But you'll never see that though. So that's the whole thing with me. It's like one person. It's like for real all the way. Like niggas been knowing me as the same person for a long time. Like I barely grew the hair out. Before that I had the same cut since you knew me. It was like the whole one shot kill. You feel me? Shout out to my nigga ProHustle over here doing the
Had to get a little wave check on real quick. You know what I mean?
Right.
Getting a little older. You feel what I'm saying?
Man, that's right.
Change is good. Change is good.
Let's get to. We got a couple of more minutes left. Let's get to these clothes real quick.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? With the clothing, y'all also doing clothes. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? I want to bust a collab down with
Yeah, we talked
ProHustle
about that.
Sportswear. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? I like to do it better with the Never Not Working because, you know what I mean? We kind of running across the same lines right there with the ProHustle and the Never Not Working. You feel me? We could do something for the youngins. You feel me? For the kids or whatever, because mine's going up and down. You feel what I'm saying?
It ain't nothing but sitting down and collabing and making it work. I mean, ProHustle and Never Not Working. It's, you know, I tell a lot of people that grind to elevate and get to the next level. It's all money in. It's grind to you rich. It's so many different brands, but it's you really pressing for just trying to get to the next level. You know what I mean? So, for sure, that's what we own. Mm-hmm. We just got to see which angle we got to go and then how you want to, you know, how we busting down.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't nothing. We pressing buttons. It's like we press fast forward. We ain't gonna have no long. One good conversation and what's the breakdown, and then we gonna get it done. So as fast as you want to do it, it's done. That's like.
Mm-hmm. I'm with that. And
it's like how this work. Boom. Yeah, we here, boo. You know,
most definitely, because I had to do this. Annie had me on her show.
Yeah.
You supported with the merch, bro.
Nah,
you
sure.
bored, and the goddamn my nigga be supporting.
Yeah,
Hey, I had to come out for your birthday, bro.
Yeah,
That's why I said I
respect.
had to make sure I had to come out there. And I said, you asked Cam. I told Cam like, damn, my kids, my baby. You know what? Fuck that. This nigga done bought something. His lady had me on his show. Nigga wore it up on the show, you know what I mean? Performance, my nigga, you know what I mean? Big time front stage, gave me some dope pictures, a dope clip. I said, nigga, for the free ski.
Yeah.
Just off the strength of love. And you know what I mean? I said, I gotta pop out one time, you know what I mean? And show
See, it's
some
like,
love.
I be wearing, we
be
wearing designer shit, but I support the ghetto. So, you know, me working with people who coming up, you know, I got my own brand. So any day I could just wear my own shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like certain people who I see doing their shit and we respect your shit. It's like, we gonna support your shit. Like if it was a Gucci store, we right here. You doing your shit, it's dope, real quality. Come on, man, let me get one, get my girl one. You know, get some socks. The hoes, you know, you gotta get the whole setup. Don't just come in there trying to get the homie. I could really get free clothes for most people. I just don't. I'd rather be the person to support because I know how that is. Like I done came up from doing this shit where you be like, damn, this is my favorite rapper, and then as soon as he get close to you, he like, hey man, let me have the roaches in the ashtray. And you looking at this nigga like, damn, he living foul as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
I done been there before though.
Yeah. So you can still respect it, but it's like,
smoke all the time,
he might not be your...
I was trying to cut myself from
yeah,
smoking
but
as much.
If you looking at a nigga like he your favorite rapper and he busted on you, it's different, bro. So it's like, to me, my whole thing and how I represent what we pressing and my last name and pops and everything, you got to put it on. So yeah, I'd rather be the homie that you said supported and still did that, instead of just saying like, yeah, man, if you don't pay me, you know, it's love.
You came out and you did that, bro, and I definitely want to say within me, the first time of getting a Young LA experience. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Yeah.
I saved my honest opinion for the end right here. We all out of time.
Yeah.
You got some hits. You got some shit that's slapping. After that day, after that night, I said, damn, I ain't really like never gave bro an ear. I said, let me go to Spotify. That's where I'm at. You know what I mean? I'll be on Spotify. So I said, you know, I done had to boom, boom, boom. But I'm gonna tell you this, my favorite one is that Pressure.
Pressure for sure.
That shit hard to me. I was just Respectfully with Ice Cube.
Yeah.
I like that one too. The one I see that you and Eastside K-Boy, the highest one y'all got is with the that's another Ice Cube one, right?
Nah, what you talking about? Welcome to LA.
Yeah. Welcome to LA.
There wasn't no sample on that one.
No sample. My bad. I see that one is your highest one, but for me, that Pressure is hard. It's something like, even I was reffing a couple of times. I went to the car and that shit came on. I said, he about to have me going here feeling good when I'm on the court. Pissing me off.
Right.
Hell yeah. Nah, that's one of the records that
the shit slapping.
Was made it on the radio, and they had to spin it for like a month or two. So that's probably the biggest record that everybody know me for, is that Pressure. And it was at a time when niggas wasn't doing the samples in the 90s. Everybody was doing them old samples in the 80s and the throwback samples. So when they start seeing that, and everybody start digging in the new samples. But yeah, the Pressure go crazy though.
Okay, most definitely. What? How long ago did you make that one? You feel me? Because it seemed like it could be a little timeless. Because it got like you got that boogie vibe. You got some gangster shit.
Yeah, nah.
You got some shit that you can ride to. You feel what I'm saying?
I be trying to put all different type of moves on the album, so every one different vibe, but it all combined. But I think Pressure came out in 2015.
Damn. I heard that last year, 2022. It's still relevant. It still could be relevant. You know what I mean? It's low-key timeless.
That motherfucker go crazy, yeah.
That's one thing I look for in music, to see if somebody can make a timeless piece of art. Because, okay, a lot of people say...
They got that microwave.
A lot of people say Eminem is here to them. You feel me? But when we get to asking anybody in our culture, give me an Eminem song that you pop up in the radio right now, and they could be like...
See, I
it's
can
not
tell you some
timeless to me.
I can tell you some Eminem because it's like that culture. You gotta understand. I don't know what age group. Some people you gotta think about.
33.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, some people in different age groups, so they don't really be knowing, so they can't state reference back. You know what I'm saying?
I can tell you. Forgot About Dre still gets played.
Forgot About Dre. I still play.
But in your car, in your playlist, your personal playlist, do y'all still play Eminem?
I still play Eminem. I played Eminem the other day with Jay-Z, Renegade. That's one of the hottest verses out. Even though they said he was harder than Jay-Z, I don't think he was harder. I think he just actually spit good on that one. Jay-Z still got his ass. You see what I'm saying? But it was just more. You feel me? That was a conversation
That
back
was
in the
more
day.
his topic
You know what I'm
that
saying?
they
That
was
was a
talking
conversation back in the day. It was just more like he was that good in that culture. It was more like you would damn near say he was the hottest thing out because he was a white boy. You know what I'm saying?
I think
Coming in
that's a
hard.
lot to do
So
with
did
it.
we give him that credit because he was the white boy?
Yeah, that had a lot to do with it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm glad some young we being honest.
No,
about
that's
that, 'cause
keeping
a lot of
absolutely.
people don't.
Because I mean, you don't see that all the time. And then for him to coming out the way he was spitting, what?
But he really went through the pressure of being a white boy in
Yeah.
the ghetto too. So that's
Yeah.
why I said when you know a
a
nigga
little
that's
respect.
Hell yeah,
you got
Eminem's the
to.
man.
Eminem
is
it's just
top
like being a
10
tall
for
nigga
sure.
in the ghetto. You gonna be getting pressed for just being tall as fuck.
Yeah,
And
he's
after
top
you
10
say,
for
"Oh,
sure.
I really grew up over here," we knew what you had to
Yeah.
go through the whole time. A white boy being in Detroit in 6 Mile or something.
7 miles.
Yeah,
shit
they
like
was
that.
fucking
like,
with
come
him.
on,
You
man.
don't just, I'm gonna be the white boy and rap at this shit and be tight, nigga. We start losing to you too. He was getting
Jay-Z or Nas?
See, that's a different story right there. That's a different
See,
type of
Jigga or
conversation.
Nas?
That's
Because
a
I
different
fuck
conversation.
with that ether.
It's a different conversation.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a tough question
different
still,
conversation.
but I still
Look, see, like, I mean,
but I still go with Jay-Z.
I still go with Jay-Z.
Off top, for sure.
Yeah.
is it just okay? Are you talking about like the career for Jigga, or are you just talking about just lyrically?
I'm talking about everything. We could
The
just
whole
if you just
style.
want to talk about lyrically, then
Then
Nas
we're talking about
won
Nas.
that one.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I always
okay,
felt like
okay.
Nas got off it.
Yeah.
That's
What
why I
was
asked
what,
that. That's
what,
why I
yeah.
asked that.
And then the biggest thing with him is like the thing about the nigga being quiet and being low key. So when they
Who, Nas?
yeah,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Jay-Z was high up and he talked shit. So when Nas responded, nobody didn't even care.
Fuck
He was
Jay-Z.
already done. This nigga done already whipped you out and left in your baby seat. Nigga, like, ain't nothing he can say. Then when he said, nigga, you 36 in a karate class? You
tried to go
Tybo?
hoe?
Like, he
That
was
was
like,
the-
oh
my God.
Damn.
Oh my God, that was
Then
crazy.
you search it up, my phone go crazy.
That was
and then
crazy.
you search it up and you see a nigga in a motherfucking Tybo class.
For real,
like,
seriously, though.
36 looking kind of like with this old man scrunched down like, oh damn.
He also said he be copy like booking lyrics a little bit.
Yeah. They that's a lot. They chopped
Drake,
that lot
Wayne,
up.
you
Yeah,
feel me?
they did that.
But see,
you know.
Nas is a different type of person. For a person to come out who didn't complete high school and then his dad was a freaking musician, and for him to learn the books and the knowledge that he do have,
It's also
like,
a Muslim, I think. Or
you feel what I'm
Muslim.
saying? If you go back to his catalog from even listening to the words, see, I think today people don't listen to the words because it's mumble rap. But like we grew up in a time where the words meant something. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we put it in a different. Type
I listened to Nas and Jay-Z, at the same amount for a while, and then at one point I just felt like I just started listening to Jay-Z more. I don't know if he wasn't dropping a lot of content or what was the politics, but it was like at one point they was.
It was because he was into that. He was in a movement mode. It was that he went to I Know I Am, I Can Be Where I Want to Be. He was in anthem songs. He started to get into
right?
So Nas started to
More
get to
preaching
anthem
a little bit,
songs.
too, you know what I
Exactly.
mean?
And then he was trying to keep that era though, because you got to understand Q-Tip, all them Common. They were losing. They were coming off.
Getting more
And
conscious.
so
with
he
it.
started to try to get to that point, but then boom.
And that's why
You
with
know?
me, when I do it, I still have the different shades in the music. Even if because when you growing, you are growing. But if a nigga,
and it gets hard.
it's
with the
almost like Eminem.
change of generation.
The Eminem that why I feel like you don't like Eminem is because
I like him. I like Eminem,
no.
but just not to
Not
today's.
even to the extent. It's the reason why I'm saying that is because when he was Slim Shady, that's when he really captured
Yes,
us.
yes.
And then he grew out of
give you that.
being
I give you
Slim
that.
Shady and then
And
turned
became
him the
Marshall
shit when he
Mathers.
Slaughterhouse and all of that.
He
Yeah,
did
yeah,
the
he
Marshall
was
Mathers,
Eminem, though.
Eminem.
When he was Slim Shady, that's when he used to say, "I ride around with your girl" and waving at her, like the
Yeah.
crazy shit. Where he,
Yeah.
when he got to Eminem, it was just more the propaganda attacking the fabric. Like he was trying to be more like lyrical
Bars,
with it, and it was like,
Yeah.
we never liked you for that. We liked you for your shock value.
Yeah.
Like when
It's
niggas
so
say,
empty
"I beat
without
you to
me."
Yeah,
beat
yeah,
you,
yeah,
beat
yeah.
you to
You know what
death."
I'm
Real Eminem, please
Say
stand
you
up.
know-
I put a
Yes.
frozen hot pocket in a sock and beat you to death with it. You like, ooh, that's crazy. It's like this nigga crazy, and it's like in the ghetto, nigga always I got the chop with the, that nigga
We
said
gonna
I put a
flambe something
frozen
like that.
hot pocket in a sock and beat you to death. Like,
But
yeah,
you got to
that's
think
hard.
about why that was so cool too because it was a white boy saying it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all
Are y'all
white.
big on East Coast rap like that?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I listen to East Coast. I'm way bigger on West Coast, but I listen to
Okay,
East Coast.
I was just about to
I
ask that
respect.
because
when you
I
start
like
learning,
West Coast more, but sometimes East Coast be like, just certain things, but
bro.
then they be
I
like,
mean, we from the West Coast, so I think this shit just. I had just had put a quote up, me saying Wu-Tang or West Side Connection.
I'm always go West Side because
See, and that was my whole thing. It was like niggas was taking too long.
Look
Hey,
at
man,
Oh, my bad, my bad, bro, my bad.
See, and you didn't take that long to think. Niggas was like, hold
See, you
on.
have
I'm
to
like,
think
what the
if
fuck?
you know music.
What
if,
you mean? This is a.
I tried to
I'm
get
going
him
off
that
of what I
knowledge.
grew up on Dub C.
That's
You
what I'm
feel
trying
what I'm
to tell
skip? You feel what I'm saying?
And
That's
that's what I
true.
had to realize that we
skip.
hey,
Skip.
BDing, bang bang,
Yeah.
See,
But
no.
if you ain't grew up off of that, you try to compare that to say saying the 36 Chambers and they what they did for rap and all that. We wasn't really tripping off of that back then. Like you gotta
Well,
think, I was 12.
I was with the woo.
We was
Down with
really-
the woo.
See, you on the conscious
You know what
mind
I'm saying?
early. I wasn't, you know what I
Exactly.
mean?
I was with the
Nah,
woo.
that was out. You was
I
getting
grew up on
socked
the east side around,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
You getting socked on.
But no, I
For
can
sure.
say, but look, we go back to the beginning. I can say that was due to my experiences. You see what I'm saying first? You get what I'm saying?
See,
So
my girl from
if-
Vegas too,
you
so a
know,
lot of people
Oh,
don't
okay.
realize
it
she
would
grew
make
up-
me think different.
She
You
really
get what
grew
I'm
up.
saying?
She really from Nevada. Like we don't go to the strip when we go to like her family out there. We really go to.
I be hearing about that.
Nevada.
People that be in Vegas don't even mess with the strip.
We
Nah.
normally go to.
No,
well,
it's like the
yeah, we
strip
don't
to
mess
us
with
is
the
like
strip,
you
yeah.
saying let's go to
Hollywood.
no let's go to Universal Walk.
Yeah.
Oh.
When the last time you did that?
When you
Yeah.
get your kids, you
When
just
the
want to have a
last-
nice
I
little
still-
time.
So we
okay,
hit
okay.
bars. we
Not
go to-
saying why. I said when the last time you did that. Thank
It's
you.
been a minute. And when we went up there, we
Yeah.
went to Saddle Ranch. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
so that's closed now. So when the last time you been up there now?
Nah, just, you know,
So it's
not
like
never.
10 years. Yeah, it
Nada
ain't like.
near nada.
So if a nigga just come in town like I want to go to the Universal Walk, you gonna fast forward in 100 different places. If you say like we gonna go, you just gonna walk
Yeah,
with
why you
them.
want to go there?
Yeah, we're
And
gonna
that's
take
how
you
they
here,
look at
here,
the strip,
here,
bro.
here.
Or miniature golfing instead?
We
Shit.
can do anything.
anything. Because Vegas is not boring. You know what I'm saying? Vegas is not
And
boring.
then you know, like Vegas, that's where they make their money at. So it's overpriced. You can get a water it's $5. We can go over here and get it for $2. It's like, why are you going over there? So it's like we just came to take a V, and that's what it's like to me when a nigga come out here and they like, I'm gonna go to the cookie store, the back. Like you just coming and do
To
a
spend
video,
your money right
and then
quick.
now
You're
that
not
they-
lying, because you could go to some small places and they go get
they
that
give you the
same
fire.
powwow, that
And it
same
might be
powwow,
way
and it
lower.
might be his same exact strand. You know
Fire.
what I mean?
for the Lolo though. You
For the
know?
Lolo.
Most definitely.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. So it's just experience though. You can't take that away from a nigga. It's like I love Roscoe's because we've been from here, but it's a lot of different waffle spots.
don't
you
like
can take a nigga
Roscoe's.
to.
I don't
You
like
can
it.
enjoy
Y'all
it.
been in there? Y'all been to the south to the what they got, the Waffle House?
Yeah, I've been to the Waffle House in the
Yeah,
South.
nah,
So what you think about that compared to Roscoe's? Because I never had, you know what I mean?
Okay. The Waffle House is a different experience because
I be seeing them in their squad.
it's fire.
Yeah, no, it's
I
different.
mean, it's fire.
So what
because
I realized.
it's fire because we never tried it.
No. What I realized
that?
about certain, like, cause we close so early out here, we don't get that vibe.
Yeah.
The thing with them is coming out of the club at 3, 4 in the morning,
And
and
you go to
now
Waffle House.
eating
Go
that
to
shit.
your
And you get a
That's why
pecan
the
waffle.
squabbles be going on because everybody leaving the club 4 in the morning.
Intoxicated.
Now. But now imagine eating that waffle. You ain't never went to Roscoe's at 4 in the morning.
Never.
That waffle tastes totally different.
You
Absolutely.
ain't lying.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
you get
so
a pecan
You
waffle.
gotta go to a
can
certain
get a
Roscoe's.
Even when we
Pecan
went to New
pancakes.
York, it was like donut insomnia donuts. You never been walking around the city at 3:30 in the morning. Everything fully woke, open. Like you can go sit down and
Go
eat.
to Insomnia's
the
and get
food
fresh
different
cookies, you
when
know?
you eating that. That's why they eating them little halal plates at 3 in the morning. Now you
Fire.
faded, eat drinking Henny, eat that, and
It
you
tastes
feel,
way different.
Wow, you like damn. Then you come back to
Y'all
LA.
letting y'all hair down. Look at them. They out here
You
letting
like the
their
white
hair down.
sauce.
Oh
is
yeah,
so
no,
good.
Miami. You know I'm talking about while we in my you know what I'm
They
talking about.
letting their hair
Oh
down.
no, we get.
Oh yeah, you go to Miami, you want to
We-
definitely hit
we-
up a couple spots.
We
you know,
start
for sure.
saying we had to start treating the train like a plane. How many times you been on the blue line?
You feel me?
Yes, don't act
Been
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, I know what
you
you
better
mean.
start getting on
Caught
that
that
Delta.
motherfucker every day
You
from
better
Carson
start
all the way
hopping-
to the east
But
side.
better
if you
know
don't
it.
start hopping on JetBlue now, then you should be mad at
Delta.
yourself.
Shit, get you a Delta.
You hear me? From
I
the
know, I
blue
hear you,
line
I
to
hear you.
JetBlue, that's all. And then like I'm even from a ghetto nigga where I was scared a little bit, but when I seen a
I had to
lady
tell him,
walking
like,
around
what do you mean?
with
Get in
chips
the
and
plane.
shit.
With the
Get
plane
on.
to get on.
Yeah, when I see the
I used
little
to take a lot of
steward-
plane rides when I was little, but as I got older, I developed my own little. But I deal with it
Bro,
when I
when
get
you
up on
see
there.
a
Once I'm up there,
stewardess
I'm up
walking
there.
around,
We going down. We going down.
it's a little stewardess
Facts.
lady walking around there passing out water, ain't giving a fuck. What did you scared of? That was my whole thing. I'm a real nigga. I cannot let her just be passing through like there ain't nothing wrong and I'm in.
She
this bitch.
used to it. Her fear is different.
No,
Yeah.
ain't nothing to be scared of. If
Yeah.
listen to me, if I tell you when we get in there, we fit the squabble for our life. When we get in there,
I
I'm
feel
gonna be
you on
like,
that. I feel you
nigga
on
gonna be
that.
stretching. She ain't gonna be walking there. Do you want a water or apple juice? Like, nah, that's different. I'm gonna drink this water and chill my motherfucking ass out.
I just hopped on a plane a little like around the time last year. This nigga landed that bitch. I was funny. I'm gonna record myself next
No,
time I go
now-
on there. He landed
now-
that bitch. That bitch started going back up. Nigga, hey, what the fuck is he doing,
Now,
nigga?
let's keep it funky. The takeoff and the landing is always gonna be a little
Worse.
tricky.
Yeah, it is.
And a
Yeah.
little turbulent.
That
So
shit be melting.
that's part of the plane
takeoff.
ride.
I mean,
Ain't
that-
nothing to be scared of though, because it's like it's almost like being on the train. When you on the blue line, it's gonna sky. It's gonna chicka. It's do little shit, and if you're in the middle where the shit don't connect, it shake. Is the shit fit to fall off the freeway though? Negative. So it's just it's all in a nigga head. We ain't
But it
never
can
been
fall
on-
off the track.
I know niggas who never went to the water. So when you start saying, "Hey, we about to go do this," they like, "Hell no, that's dumb as fuck." And then you ask, "Have you ever? Do you know how to swim?" No, I don't.
Yeah,
Nah,
I know.
it's
That's
not
why
really
it's dumb to you.
Niggas be having that fear.
Yeah.
That shit fun as a motherfucker. But now me with heights, my girl, we be out in Miami. Let's get on the shit where you fly in the air.
Parasailing, he don't do that.
Negative.
I would.
Nah.
He
Wait,
did not
wait,
want to
wait,
parasailing. He thought he
Yeah.
had
Is
to talk about
parasailing
fall.
is
Nah.
parasailing the one
That's
when you
ours.
up on the is that when you on the boat and you in there? Is that
No, not the thing when you dragging. That's that thing when you up in the
Yeah,
up
parasailing.
yonder.
just on that big ass kite
Yeah.
and it's just doing whatever?
Yeah.
We ain't up.
When they teach me how to control it or somebody control it for me, I get up on that shit.
No,
You don't have
just
to
go there and
control
hold it.
it.
It's somebody working this. This is a real
Oh.
job. It's like you getting on the
I
roller coaster.
never knew
you
that.
ain't got to say, "Can I?" You just get on it. They got somebody gonna
Yeah.
drive the boat and do all the hard part.
Okay,
for you.
I get
But
up
I'm
on there
just-
like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Unless
just
you-
kick his ass if he do anything tricky. Nigga, don't do no loops. Don't do no goddamn
I heard
loops.
about
Don't do
pilot-
no free falls. None of that. I'm gonna kick your ass.
My man's telling me he went in the helicopter. You know how you can fly over LA, and he said the pilot was liking this girl, and she was like, and he was like, "Hey, bro, slow down." To like, like I'm the nigga, but this
Slow
shit
down.
got me a little bit
He
nervous.
trying to show off and shit.
He going crazy for the girl. He like, nigga, I'm really when this plane land,
I'ma beat
I'll
you.
tighten you up, bud. You hear me?
Hey,
Nigga
for
trying to
real.
let you know to slow this motherfucker down in a cool way.
Hey,
I'm scared
I
as
would
a
have told her the
motherfucker.
same thing. You can holler at her.
Yeah.
Slow this motherfucker down, nigga.
No, you can't holler at her.
Hey, slow
And
this
I
bitch
be to
down.
hit
This
you up.
nigga-
If I hit you upside the head, we can't. Ain't nobody flying. So I gotta let you be cool. But I'm letting you know right
You
now.
about to money talk the nigga.
No, you about to. This plane gotta land. It don't got gas. You can fly all day. Then when I make my mind up when this land, I'm getting in your Then don't worry about it. Fly, do whatever now. I don't give a fuck what you do. I'm talking about right now. When we flying, I'm gonna go home. God bless you.
Most definitely.
When you want to go crazy, then go ahead. Like I said, you done already did it. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna close my eyes and you can spin this motherfucker like when they run out of gas, I'm whooping your ass down. The police here, whoever. As soon as you start like you about to land, I'm finna. Yeah. So if you don't want to avoid all that,
Throw his ass off
Be
before that
cool.
bitch hit the ground,
No,
huh? That
I'm
bitch
finna-
hover. Get your bitch ass up out
nah,
of here.
stay in here. Lock the door.
Yo, I'm gonna land that bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna tighten you up now. So yeah, nigga don't. Especially with heights, I ain't playing. So if a nigga get to playing with me, I'm gonna be serious.
I wasn't afraid of heights for a minute when I was younger, though. That's the funny thing. I used to get on certain shit that didn't. Once I started realizing the dangers of like, oh, this roller coaster could really fuck up, and they go just say, well,
Yeah,
You
nah,
paid
you
for
on the
this
news.
shit. Yeah.
Nah,
know
you
what I'm
for
saying?
sure on the news looking fly. Ooh, you don't never know who died. They ain't gonna talk about them. They just gonna be like, oh, it's my
Into the shit.
And I'm gonna be the nigga like, I told y'all dumbass not to get on there. My cousin went. We was young. This is my story. And we was getting on rides. I was getting on the wooden roller coasters, the spin thing.
which
water.
one, that knots?
Oh yeah, we was going crazy, and she
Windjammer?
went up some shit. I went to go get a funnel cake. They went up. They was stuck upside down, like where there's like a little dot like that, way up there. And she was on the phone. Hey, we stuck.
They would have had me fucked up.
What?
And it's like you think about
they
the
was
blood
crying,
rushing to your
crying
head.
up their forehead. They up the side down, stuck.
I don't give a fuck if we get
Seatbelt, I
stuck and I'm sitting like how I'm sitting
Cool.
now.
That changed it for
Hey,
me.
what do you mean climb down this nigga, you better
No.
have that motherfucker come
It
and
wasn't
get
no
me.
climb
Send
down.
aerial support.
It wasn't no
Somebody
climb
better-
down.
you're in
They
the
had
air.
to start it up to get it back going because they was in one of them loops where it wasn't like
Yeah, I'm
somebody.
suing. On my
Yeah.
mama, we going big today.
You gotta think, we ghetto
big.
kids. We ghetto kids. We
This
just went
bitch about to be
home.
called Magic Mountain
Nigga went home.
ProHustle.
Nigga went home.
Pro
I ain't gonna lie. I
Mountain.
think I found $500 that day. That was the time we was with the cousins. They looked down and we dived for some money. It was a 50 with some hundreds underneath. They dived and caught some. It was a good day for that. But when they got caught, it was like.
Yeah, I don't fuck with the roller coasters like that no more as I got older. And I'm also tall, so sometimes when I do get on them, that shit be, and it be like, goddamn, my goddamn hip cramping up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I gotta sit by myself,
Nigga,
open
leg
all the way,
sleep.
open all the way up, and it's like pause.
Yeah.
Off of that. Hey, we got on the water ride and it was close to the limit, the weight
Yeah,
limit.
we
and
almost
The
died.
log ride.
No, it's a ride where it's like a raft and it go like this, like in a half pipe.
You know the little
That bitch
circle?
almost flipped off.
Yeah, it went like
Yeah.
this and it almost flipped like this.
Oh.
But it ain't enough water. It ain't no water. It's just enough to make it slide.
Uh-huh.
And we was like some 3 feet up in the air and that motherfucker, they was telling me, lean back, lean back, lean. I leaned back and that motherfucker
It
screwed back down.
back.
But when we got
Damn.
off, and this is why I know for real, when we got off, everybody in the park that was walking stopped and was looking at us like, "Oh my God,
Are you guys okay?
Yeah,
Are you guys
know,
okay?
everybody
I was
don't
like,
just come
what?
up to us talking to us. They was talking to us like, "Hey," like they wanted to rub your head, like, "Hey, nah, I'm good, nigga.
you
What you
okay?
talking about?" They like, "No, you almost died."
Bro.
And then
feel
I was
that.
like, "Wow," like so. Yeah, we don't.
You didn't take it. You took it lightly though.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I love water
yeah.
rides.
Take it
It was like the thing where
I
it was,
got off them motherfuckers too. That shit be nasty.
It
in
was
the
like-
water with them nasty ass people sometimes.
Pissing.
No cap. Hell
They
yeah.
pissy people.
I was in there. I went in the virgin water 2 years ago. Not to do nothing wrong.
"Oh, you did it already. You did it."
I was up in the man, nigga with a hairy ass. Hey, bro, nigga, who hair is this? Oh, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. Mama, don't invite me to nothing like this no more. Cause this shit nasty now. When it, with the knowledge I
Yeah.
have, this shit be like,
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I wouldn't block the kids' experience though.
Yeah.
But-
Most definitely.
As a real nigga, you looking at shit how we look at it now. You looking at it,
Yeah, I woke up, I had brown hair all on me, and it's
Ah.
like, oh hell no, like get this up off me. You feel me?
That's nasty, fool.
Most
That's
definitely,
funny.
most definitely.
Yeah.
It's been a good one. It's been
Yes,
a good
sir.
one. Let them know where they can find y'all at.
Yeah, I'm Annie B. You can find me on What's Your Fate on all platforms, or you can go to my Instagram page and follow me for my podcast at Chop It Up Barbershop Talk. Once again, Chop It Up Barbershop Talk. If you ever need any shea butter, hair oils, anything like that, just holla at me. Haircut is it's on my page. So What's Your Fate and Chop It Up Barbershop Talk.
TheRealYungla.com. Instagram, YouTube. Simple, man. Don't not put the real, because you gonna end up looking at some kind of looking like animal porn, some terrible shit. Yeah, but you put the real Young LA, it's gonna be a vibe, man. You don't put the real, it'll end up some places you'll be disrespectful.
ProHustle.
And we out.
You are retarded.
I definitely appreciate having y'all on
Thank you,
ProHustle.
thank
Individual
you.
coach and ProHustle, so we out.
Innovative.